Hello everyone. In last video I discussed about the appeals. Now I'm going to explain the revision of orders. Um, Before that, thank you so much to everyone who appreciated my work in appeals. Thank you. And someone commented me to explain the concept of doctrine of partial merger and total merger. Okay, I'll cover that concept in this video. Please do watch. And okay, first before starting revision of orders, first revise the appeals. See, there are 4 levels of appeal: CIT appeal, ITAT, High Court, and Supreme Court. There are 5 orders against which no appeal can be filed. First one, interest levying order under section 234A, 234B, 234C. Revisional order under section 264. Okay, I'm going to explain this revisional order 264 in this video. And third one, settlement commission order. Authority of advanced ruling order, and order of ITAT and question of facts. Against these 5 orders, no appeal can be filed. Okay, and CIT appeal is the first level of appeal. SSC can file an appeal to CIT appeal within 30 days from the date of receipt of order, and ITAT within 60 days, and for High Court within 120 days, and for Supreme Court within 90 days. Okay, and then revision of orders. See, AO, Joint Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, ITO can act as AO. Okay, AO first assessment చేసిన తర్వాత after the assessment AO passes an order. Okay, CIT or PCIT is the higher authority of AO. See, a Joint Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, ITO, that is AO, has to submit its work to higher authority. Okay, that is CIT or PCIT. CIT or PCIT calls and examines the records. CIT and PCIT, after examining the records and based on that record, if it believes that the order passed is erroneous and prejudicial to the interest of the revenue. That is, prejudicial to the interest of the revenue means that is harmful to the department, that it thinks that there is a loss of revenue to the department because of this order. Okay, and it believes that the order is erroneous and prejudicial, as maybe the order is passed without inquiry and verification, or the order passed is allowed relief without inquiring the claim, or order is not passed in accordance with the instructions or directions given under section 119. Okay, here the record means everything available at the time of examination of file by CIT. That means not only assessing officer assessment చేసినప్పుడు ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కాకుండా CIT ఆ ఫైల్ని దట్ ఈస్ ఆ రికార్డ్ని ఆ ఫైల్ని చెక్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఆ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైంకి ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మొత్తం, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద రికార్డ్. అండ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ఏవో పాస్డ్ అన్ ఆర్డర్. ఓకే, ఆర్డర్ పాస్ చేశాడు. ఆర్డర్ కంటెంట్స్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక 4 matters ఉన్నాయి. రికార్డింగ్ 4 matters, ఆర్డర్ ఈస్ పాస్డ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ABCD. For A, SSC filed an appeal, and BCD, and for BCD he did not file any appeal. So here CIT or PCIT may revise the matters, may revise the BCD matters, but CIT or PCIT does not revise the matter of A as it is pending before the appeal. This is called doctrine of partial merger. అంటే partial సగం appeal. ఓకే, ఉన్న మ్యాటర్స్లో ఒక part of the matters are filed to appeal, and the part are to revise, can be revised. So ABCDలో సగం అప్పీల్కి ఫైల్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, కొన్ని మ్యాటర్స్ని అప్పీల్ ఫైల్ చేయొచ్చు అండ్ కొన్ని మ్యాటర్స్ని రివైజ్ చేయించవచ్చు. So this is called the doctrine of partial merger. And the time limit to pass the revisional order is that 2 years from the end of the previous year in which the order was passed. For example, AO passed the order on somewhere around 22nd June 2020, and the 2 years from the year ending, that is 31st March 2021 plus 2 years, 31st March 2023. And next order, a revision of other orders, that is 264. And AO, again the AO, Joint Commissioner or Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, ITO, done the assessment and the order is passed. which is prejudicial to the SSC. See, after examining the CIT or PCIT calls and examines the record. Based on that record, CIT or PCIT believes that the order passed is prejudicial to the SSC. Then CIT or PCIT on its own motion on an application filed by the SSC revise the order under section 264. Okay. SSC has two options, either to file an appeal, either to go appeals, that is CIT appeal, that is 246A wala sections, and CIT or PCIT revise under section 264. And see, if the SSC revised under 264, order against this order under section 264, no appeal can be filed. So that is the last judgment, and then the last opportunity, last and final opportunity. You can't go behind that order. Okay, the last opportunity. So appudu why SSC will choose that option if it is the last one? Because see, CIT appeal, to file a CIT appeal file cheyadaniki time limit enta 30 days from the date of receipt of order. Okay, beyond 30 days can be also allowed, maybe maximum ఇంకొక 30 days వరకు అలౌ చేస్తారేమో. బట్ SSC got realized after 6 months. చాలా తొందరగా వచ్చింది. After 6 months he got realized. So the time limit got expired to file an appeal. So he has the only option left for him is to revise. So he'll choose that option to revise under section 264, and this order is not harmful to SSC. So if the AO passed an order and the order contains, for example, 4 matters, that is A, B, C, D. For example, SSC filed an appeal against the matter A. Then CIT or PCIT cannot revise the B, C, D orders. It cannot, as it is a doctrine here doctrine of total merger applies. That is, either ఒకటే ఆప్షన్, మొత్తం అన్ని మ్యాటర్స్ వెళ్తే అప్పీల్ ఫైల్ చేయాలి, లేదంటే మొత్తం అన్ని రివైజ్ చేయాలి, అంతేగాని సగం అటు సగం ఇటు కాదు. ఓన్లీ వన్ ఆప్షన్. You cannot choose both options at the same time అనమాట. You cannot exercise both the options. So either to appeal or revise. This concept is called doctrine of total merger. And the time limit to pass the order. Okay, CIT or PCIT may pass the order under section 264 on its own motion, may revise the order on its own motion. If the CIT or PCIT wants to revise the order under section 264 on its own motion, then what is the time limit to pass the order? That is 1 year. 1 year from the date of order passed. For example, AO passed order on 19th June 2020. Then 1 year is at 18th June 2021. And CIT or PCIT also revised the order under 264 on an application filed by an SSC. So what is the time limit to file an application by SSC? Is that 1 year from the date of receipt of order. That is, for example, if the order is received by AO on 1st July 2020, then 1 year is 30th June 2021. And the time limit to pass the order on an application filed by SSC is that 1 year from the end of the previous year in which the application was filed. See, for example, SSC filed application on 20th June 2021. Year ending is 31st March 2022. 1 year is 31st March 2023. And against this order, no appeal can be filed. Okay. And next, 158A. Special provisions for avoiding repetitive appeal for any cases pending before High Court or Supreme Court. Okay. Regarding any expenditure should be allowed, and department argues that the expenditure should be disallowed, and every year the department disallowed that expenditure. So the case is pending before the High Court. And the next year also, for same SSC, the same matter, same expenditure was incurred, and the filed an appeal to CIT, and the next also same matter, same issue, and the next year also same issue. Every year is the same matter, same issue is going on. So in order to avoid this repetitive appeals, SSC can furnish a declaration in form number 8, making a request that the request that the judgment of whatever the judgment in the current case will be applied to the will be applied to every year, will be applied to every year. Okay, if the department admits that request, SC need not file the appeals. If it reject the request, then SC has to file the has to file appeals every year. And next 158AA, that is appeal by department on question of law pending before Supreme Court. For example, High Court passed the judgment in favor of SSC in any this. For example, if the case is pending before High Court and the High Court passed the judgment in favor of SSC and department filed an appeal to Supreme Court against the High Court judgment. Okay, and the same question of law for same SSC, CIT appeal also passed the judgment in favor of the SSC. Then the department wants to file an appeal to ITAT within the time limit to file an appeal to ITAT is 60 days. Okay, in this case, CIT or PCIT directs the AO to file an appeal to ITAT only after the judgment of Supreme Court. If the SSC accepts that request. Okay, if the SSC reject the request, then the department may file an appeal to ITAT even before the judgment of Supreme Court, and provided that 60 days ఏదైనా సరే SC యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసినా చేయకపోయినా the time limit to file an appeal to ITAT is 60 days. And next 268A, special provisions for appeal by department. Department fix monetary limits to file an appeal by department for ITAT more than 50 lakhs and for High Court more than 100 lakhs and for Supreme Court more than 200 lakhs. Okay, finally the revision of orders also completed. Thank you. And if you want me to explain any particular concept, please comment below. I'll try to make video on that concept. Thank you so much.